Hello, my name is Josh Howard, and I am the Director of Career and Technical Education here in Coppell ISD. And today we will be talking about preparing for a successful future with career and technical education, and we call it CTE for short. In this presentation, hopefully it will help you have a better understanding of what career and technical education is and see how our CTE programs benefit students. Hopefully you will have an awareness about all the CISD CTE programs and see opportunities to engage with our CTE programs. So what is career and technical education? Career and technical education helps provide in-demand knowledge and skills that prepare students for future careers regardless of what their post-secondary path looks like. And I really want to focus on that last part, regardless of what their post-secondary path looks like. Our CTE programs prepare students regardless of what's next for them. CTE courses help students create a post-secondary plan to act on after high school graduation, and that could be straight to a four-year university, maybe community college, or even directly into the workforce. All of our CTE programs help students regardless of what their post-secondary path looks like. CTE courses prepare students for careers, not jobs. CTE courses help build a resume, and that's both a college resume to help them get into college and a career resume. All of our students are going into a career at some point, regardless of what they do directly after high school. CTE helps build a depth of knowledge in high demand areas for our students and helps provide internship and externship opportunities. It really all gets started in 7th grade with our career and college exploration course. We formerly called this course iExplore, which you may have heard of. We are going to call it Career and College Exploration moving forward just to help clearly communicate what is happening in that course because our students are doing career and college exploration for that full year during 7th grade. Students explore career and college options based on their interest. And when they look at these careers, they'll look at things like labor market data, what the education requirements are, the cost of that education, and then average salaries. And again, this is all based on their interest. At the beginning of the year, they'll take an interest inventory where they will be able to see some example careers that they might be interested in based on what their interests actually are. And then they'll be able to update that on an annual basis so that they can continue to see where their interests lie and continue to explore careers along the way as they complete all the way through high school. They get to learn about high school course options and start their personal graduation plan in that career and college exploration course. And then one of the students' favorite parts is they get to participate in hands-on career lab learning experiences. All three of our middle schools have career labs where students are able to get their hands on industry-based equipment and really get that hands-on experience above and beyond what they're learning in the classroom. Our CTE programs of study are critical. They are foundational for everything that we do in CTE. Our CTE programs of study determine what CTE courses and learning experiences are offered to the students of Coppell ISD. The Texas Education Agency determines what programs of study can be offered and what courses can be used by a local education agency like Coppell ISD to create a program of study. The program of study is comprised of a logically sequenced set of courses and aligned industry-based certifications. So two parts to it. It's the set of courses in a program of study that go in order. There is a lot of flexibility in that, but there is a set of courses that build upon themselves and that aligned industry-based certification. So what programs of study do we offer in Coppell ISD? We'll start with New Tech on the right-hand side. At New Tech, we offer the Digital Communications program of study, and that's built around our award-winning Fuse short film program. So students are focused on designing and editing and creating short films there. We have graphic design and multimedia arts, business management, and our computer science, which we call programming and software development. And then at CHS and CHS 9, we offer digital communications. So I'll compare and contrast here. We offer digital communications as a program of study at both New Tech and CHS, CHS 9. But the difference is at Coppell High School, for example, we use the KCBY TV station is what that's built around, whereas it's the Fuse short film program at New Tech. So they're the same program of study, but the the actual learning experiences are a little bit different in the way that they're structured. And then graphic design and multimedia arts at CHS and CHS9, we have three distinct set of courses. So that logically sequenced set of courses, we have three unique experiences built around that same program study. That would be creative design, the Roundup yearbook, and the Sidekick newspaper. And you may have seen several of our Sidekick newspapers around, and they are an award-winning school newspaper. They do an amazing job. So all of that is part of our graphic design and multimedia arts program study. We also offer business management, marketing and sales, teaching and coaching, healthcare therapeutic, and I'll stop there just for a minute to give you an example. So in healthcare therapeutic, the set of courses early on are very similar along the way. However, towards the end of that program of study, students can choose to get their medical assistant certification or their EMT or their pharmacy technician. All of those are amazing certifications, and students have choice in that. Then we offer engineering, and again, that computer science, which we call programming and software development. And then our newest program of study that we're officially launching for the 24-25 school year that we're so excited about is the robotics and automation technology program of study, and I'll talk more about that later. I encourage you to check out our Coppell ISD CTE website, where we continuously keep that updated with the latest information, and you can learn more about these programs of study. And just to make sure that I'm clear, when let's look at business management, for example, we are not saying that we have a course called just business management by itself, but we actually have a full set of courses built around that business management program of study. So each of these that are listed here are a full program of study with multiple courses and many options within those programs of study along the way. So a full program of study, it has the courses, the logically sequenced set of courses, and that industry-based certification built into it. Speaking of industry-based certifications, it's a great way for our students to build a college and career resume. And once they earn these industry-based certifications that are vetted by industry professionals, and the Texas Education Agency does that work and then lets us know what certifications we're allowed to offer within a program of study. So all of these are vetted by industry professionals. So once a student earns those, it's great to add to that college resume to help differentiate themselves. And it's certainly great for that career resume later on. Some of the industry-based certifications that we offer through our programs of study are the Microsoft Office Specialist, the Computer Science Python Level 1, Social Media Marketing, Digital Video Production, Educational Aid 1, EMT, Farm Tech, and Medical Assistant. Those are three separate certifications. And then the SolidWorks Computer Aided Design, that one's for engineering. And then Robot System Operations for that new program of study we're officially launching next year, the Robotics and Automation Technology. The CTSOs, or Career and Technical Student Organizations, are a major part of our career and technical education programs. They are an additive, additional learning experience that students can participate in. And what makes them unique and separate from something that would just be a club, they are actual student organizations because of their co-curricular nature. So what that means is, by being co-curricular, everything that they're learning in their coursework directly applies to the competitions and activities that they're participating in these career and technical student organizations. And it's an amazing opportunity for students to learn soft skills, leadership skills, and technical skills. Based on the courses that they're taking will determine what CTSOs are available to our students. So a student taking business and marketing courses, that would be DECA. For a student taking health science courses, that would be HOSA. For computer science and engineering courses, the TSA CTSO would be appropriate. And then teaching and coaching courses have TAFE as their career and technical student organization. I have all of the latest numbers for 23-24 by campus and the specific CTSO, and in total we have just under 1,200 students participating in CTSOs here in Coppell ISD this year. An example of some of the great success at the competitions that our students have achieved this year: for TAFE, we had 13 state qualifiers at their area competition. Our DECA Career and Technical Student Organization had 275 state qualifiers across our three chapters at CHS, CHS9, and New Tech. And then HOSA had 70 state qualifiers, and TSA had 129. So some more examples of some of that success you can see here in our pictures. And again, we're helping those students build that college and career resume. And speaking of leadership skills, as an example, for the second year in a row, our two of our DECA students are actually the president and vice president for the whole area for DECA. So not just in our district, but the whole area. And this year, for just voted on and will apply to next school year, the 24-25 school year, one of our CHS DECA members will be the state president for the entire DECA state organization. And within each of these CTSOs, there is a leadership structure. So a president, a vice president, a CEO, a vice president of marketing, etc. So those positions exist for our students to continue to build those leadership skills, and they are student-run organizations with our amazing teacher advisors helping support them. So a new program study for 24-25 that I mentioned before, I want to share a little bit more with you about that and kind of show you the process that we go through when we're deciding to add a new program study. There are 3 key factors that we look at, and that would be student interest, and that's first and foremost. We want to make sure that we're going to be offering a program that students are interested in and will take the courses, and the program will do well. And then we also look to our CTE advisory committee for their feedback. Our CTE advisory committee is made up of local industry professionals and our CTE teachers and staff. And we get together and look at our programs of study to continuously improve them and look to see if we need to make any adjustments or even add a new one like we have in this case. And many of those local industry experts are also parents that serve on our advisory committee, so that's awesome. And then we also look at a very critical part, which is the labor market data. And I'm going to share some of that example of the labor market data that we use to help us decide to add this new program in some of the remaining slides. So this slide, the credit goes to the University of Texas at Dallas, Texas Instruments, and Dallas College, who are all partnered to present this information at the College Career and Military Readiness Summit that took place in November. And a lot going on this slide, but basically what it's communicating is that the semiconductor industry in our area is booming. It's growing rapidly. A lot of investment by many different companies, including Texas Instruments, is going on right now. And I want to draw your attention to the upper right part of the slide here for the employee needs. So this is that labor market data that we're talking about. So in 2024, all the way through 2028, so not in total, but each year, Texas Instruments and other similar companies are going to need 700 high school graduates per year, 700 associate's degree graduates per year, and 2,500 bachelor's degree graduates per year for each of that, for that range, 24 to 2028, to help with the boom that is happening. And this is just one industry and one example that where the automation, robotics and automation technology is needed. So we have many industries in our area that will need folks with those skills, but this is just one example. And if you notice there in that blue box, the biggest challenge, they're not concerned about finding the engineers, the bachelor's degrees. They are confident they can do that based on their relationships with universities. Their biggest concern and what they're really worried about is being able to find those high school graduates with skills and associate degree graduates to fill those roles. So the pathways that were shared by Texas Instruments specifically to give us all an idea of what kind of salaries, et cetera, and benefits will be offered. For the high school diploma, the associate's degree and bachelor's degree, we'll look at those. And if you notice, regardless of what a student's post-secondary path is, our robotics and automation technology program will prepare them to take any of these paths. And if they start with the high school diploma, they can get tuition reimbursement and add that associate's degree or add that bachelor's degree at no cost to them. So many different options, all great options for students, and our program of study will prepare them for all of these. So the average starting salary for a high school diploma with those skills would be about $40,000 per year, and again, that tuition reimbursement would be available. For an associate's degree graduate, they are starting them around $60,000 per year, and then for a bachelor's degree graduate, they are starting them around $90,000 per year. So in summary, we'll finish up kind of where we started. So career and technical education helps provide in-demand knowledge and skills that prepare students for future careers regardless of what their post-secondary path looks like. CTE courses help students create a post-secondary plan to act on after high school graduation, whether that's to a four-year university, a community college, or directly into the workforce. CTE courses prepare students for careers, not jobs. CTE courses help them build a resume, and that's both a college resume and a career resume. Helps build a depth of knowledge in high demand areas and helps provide internship and externship opportunities. Again, my name is Josh Howard, Director of CTE here in Coppell ISD. Thank you for being with us today, and I do encourage you to check out our CTE website so that you can learn more about our programs of study. Have a great day.